historic Oatman. So there's a bit of car parking here. It's a bit rough. There's a couple of motorhomes over there, so we're probably going to park round by there. We've just entered Oatman, Arizona, and here's Gary. He's already turned into a cactus. That's what the town looks like. It's very old Wild Western. Haven't seen one yet, but the Burro food is sold here. Big cactus. Here's the jail. Is this a punishment cell? What, they'd put them in there on their own? Stood up in there, Gary. Oh my gosh. Literally. That's just like a filing cabinet type style box. There's the coffin, because you probably died in there. There's loads of bones. Oh, it's awful. You can open it. Gary's going in. Oh, I'm not going in it. Go on then. Let's pop you in. Oh, there's no scorpions. You're fine. I think I'll just have a little walk round Oatman. I'll see you in a bit, babes. Is it horrible in there? What does it smell like?
It smells clean enough.
It's clean enough.
There's less space than Alcatraz, that's for sure.
Let him out now. 3 hours later. We're just going to have a quick look in the mine museum. Have a look at this mine, but it's really dark. So, and there's loads of scorpions. Gary saw one on the car park the other day. So I'm a little bit worried. Oh God, Gary, I'm not sure if you should be in front of me. Oh, it's really dark in there. Oh, Gary, where's your torch? That's really dark. So I don't, just put your light on your phone or something, babe. I'm not going in there first. That's dark as anything.
It's come to an end here anyway.
Well, I'll follow Gary. He's got his light on his phone now. So it's like, here's an old mine. You can just walk through this. But what? What is it? What is it? What is it? I don't really. Oh God, it's going on for ages. Okay, right. I'm turning round, Babs. No, thank you. So if you want a real mining experience, you can come and do it for free. And it looks like it actually goes down to the pits. Oh God. Back into the light. Back into the light. Fascinating. Burros can smell water for 20 miles away. They carry their babies for 11 months, and they first came to Oatman with early day prospectors, hauling rocks and ore inside the mines, outside the mines. We hauled water and supplies. As the mine closed, we were released into the hills of Oatman, and the average lifespan is 30 to 40 years. Look at this. It's all old dollar bills. Gosh, I've caught Gary playing the piano. Don't worry, Elton John. Your business is safe. Oh, looks like there's been a rough hand of poker here. There's money all over this. Do you think it's real bills?
Yes, it's real money.
Oh, it's people have left it.
Yeah, they sign it and put it on the wall.
Oh, gosh, I don't like wasting my money, to be honest. But maybe we haven't got a $1 bill. If we get a $1, maybe I'll do it. I've got myself a little job working behind the bar. The bloke I'm working with is a bit of a miserable git. He ain't said a word all day. Looks like I'm going to have to do all the entertaining, innit? Now, you couldn't make that name up. Fast Fanny's place. Loads of things you can try out here as well. It's a shooting range. There's millions of flies though. There's a snake thing over there. We might have to go and see what that's all about. I'm just going to put $1 in what is it? The rattlesnake thing. We're going to see what it... Oh, it won't take your $1. Put it in the other way. Got to put $1 in. It's apparently going to shut them.
Right,
Why won't it take it?
That's exactly the right way.
Yeah. Oh, it's going to do it. Oh. Oh, it's the tail.
This beautifully colored snake is considered a generalist reptile.
Signs that you've got to adhere to, Gary. And this is the classy ass. No peeing on the board. The bulletin board. Help. Wife run off with a mining partner and best barrow. If seen, please send the barrow home. It's not a Just Stop Oil protest. They're just trying to get a picture in front of the Route 66 sign. We were like, what are they doing? This is a well-geared up stop. It's a real tourist little gem. Amazing bar. There's like dollar bills everywhere. It's incredible. It's like $1 million bar. It's all over. It's probably legal tender still. So this is the hotel and restaurant. We can grab a bite to eat. So I've ordered the pulled pork sandwich. And what did you go for in the
An
end?
axe and pick burger, which is basically a burger with loads of mushrooms on it.
Axe and pig burger. But they've got all sorts of like weird drinks and stuff, including the donkey's pee, which is... I quite like the sound of what was in it, but not the idea of it. So we're probably just going to stick to non-alcoholic, actually, because it's the middle of the day. Tell me about those Burros. You were saying there's one that really likes to steal.
April likes to steal bags. She started out with the leather bags, and now she steals any kind of bags. And she's got another one that's teaming with her, so they go as a team. Steal bags.
The road's got to be blocked. Gary's going to be a blocker. They can't do it unless the road's blocked.
So a little bit of gunpowder, some cornmeal, just keep the powder from flashing over.
Go to town park right there. 2 bags of gold on it. What did you shoot me for?
Just leaving Oatman, and we hadn't seen a burro, so you can imagine our delight that we've just come across the little family of burros here. That is a gorgeous animal. Really, really handsome, aren't you?
Hello.
Aren't you beautiful? Huh? There's loads of them.
Oh, he's coming to say hello.
Oh, be careful. He thinks you've got food. He's probably going to take your hand off. Don't, he'll bite you. Do you want to get out and have a little sit on one, babes?
I fear it would be a very little sit on one.
I hope people don't do that. I was only joking. Okay, so we've got a bit of a drama going on slightly. The engine light came on again and it's not really gone off properly. And when we started up the engine, the whole of the van was almost shaking with it. So we've just stopped into a complete auto repair place. It was the first one we could find, to be honest. Just more by luck than judgment.
Okay, so basically gave him the lowdown on what was happening. I had the shaking and the loss of power.
Yeah.
He's going to come and run a diagnostic on it, $150.
Just to run the diagnostic?
Just to run the diagnostic. So, and then we'll see where we go from there.
You're just seeing what ours says, aren't you?
I'm seeing what code we've got, yes.
Is it coming up on your diagnostic
It's still
tool?
reading it.
Be interesting if your $20 diagnostic tool comes up with it. Shall we save ourselves $100?
Well, even if it comes up with it, it's still got to be fixed, so let's see what it says.
Oh gosh, he's got an all singing, all dancing diagnostic tool. It's going to let us know what the problem is. Fingers crossed it's not mortgage payment type problem. Well, he's kindly told us that he's not really sure what's wrong, but he's given us the name somewhere else to go. But you can see that the engine is occasionally sort of intermittently jutting around. We've been in a really nice campsite for a couple of nights, waiting to see the mechanic. We've managed to get to see him this morning. So Gary's just doing a few little bits and pieces, like emptying the waste and all the sort of stuff I don't really want to get involved in. So he's doing that. I've just put a bit of washing in. Really nice campsite. We had a swimming pool and a laundry and everything. Like we've been overlanding for like months, so this is like pure luxury. So this is our campsite that we've been staying in. It's actually really lovely. Little laundry room, $2 a wash and $1.50 for a 45-minute dry. Can't go wrong. This little pool as well. But look at this sign. It's really weird. So, persons having currently active diarrhea or have had an active diarrhea within the previous 14 days should not be allowed to enter the pool. Oh my gosh, I hope they haven't had to do that because somebody's actually jumped in and defecated at the pool. My goodness. Lovely though, isn't it? So we're just leaving Desert View Campground. We notice the light's still on anyway, isn't it, Gary? And there's this juddering feeling that's happening. So we're going up to A+ Autos or something, aren't we?
Yeah, A+ Autos there.
And let's see, hopefully they can help us. Oh, babe, what's he saying?
So he's got about 3 or 4 different code readers.
Right.
This one isn't reading a code. It's reading stuff, but it's not being... So it's telling us that the engine temperature is sky high when it can't be because the engine's cool.
Right.
It's telling us that the accelerator is being pressed, but it can't be because it's not running.
Right.
So there's a fear. But he said because it's a Fiat and it's not a recognised sort of product over here, he's hoping one of his other scanners will pick up the fact that it's a Fiat and will give him the option.
Okay.
He's not got on this one. No.
So Gary says you've got the big guns out now. He's got this is a second reader now. I mean, they're quite elaborate as it is. Given that we can't pick anything up on the reader, we're going to have a look at the fuel filter. And one of the thoughts that we're thinking, is it bad fuel? So we can see the engine. This bit is really shaking. Trying to find some parts for our motorhome. And this is a problem. If you're bringing your motorhome over from England, you need to think about spare parts for lots of various things.
Would this look right?
Been here 5 hours now. So, and we're no further forward, but Gary's just, the engine is really shaking. Oh my God, say that again, Gary.
The engine light's gone off.
The engine light's gone off. Okay, so you fixed a bit of tubing, didn't you, to the...
Yeah, so there's a bit of tubing that connects the turbo to the wastegate, turbo wastegate, which was shot, to be honest. So we've replaced that tubing. I've also taken off the fuel filter, filled it with an injector cleaner, and that's now running through the engine. We checked the fuel was good. We thought it was bad yesterday, but the fuel is actually good. And I've also cleaned all the injectors, tested them for resistance, and they all seem good. And every bit of thing every bit of connector, electrical connector that I could find, I've cleaned.
And we can't thank our Facebook group highly enough, can we?
Oh my God. The advice that they gave us that I've done this morning, the little jobs that you might try this, you might try that. It seems to have...
It's been invaluable, isn't it?
I'm not going to speak too soon because we've not driven it yet. But I don't feel any shaking like there was shaking.
There's no shaking at the moment. Oh my gosh, there's so many people with some great advice, but we can't thank you enough. But big shout out to them all. We love you all. Thank you. Oh, this is magic. Look, he's got his car in here. Oh, we won't be able to get the motorhome in there. That's a shame, isn't it? But maybe we can get behind it, yeah. This is what it's all about. Stop, Baba! So we're at the Kingman Route 66 Museum. It's really interesting as soon as you walk in, and lovely and cool, by the way. There's lots of things to look at. I've seen like these really weird Monopoly ones. Look, you've got John Wayne-opoly, and then you've got the Grand Canyon National Park-opoly. They're brilliant. How much are they, Gary? See, can you see a price on them? Gary loves John Wayne. How much is it?
$29.89.
Oh, that's not bad actually. What, $30?
That's $30, yeah.
I think that's okay. We might have found a way to escape the ULEZ charges. We buy one of these, pop it over the van.
I think one on the front, one on the back. Just confuse
really
everybody.
Confusing. We absolutely love a feel-good story, and this is no exception. So in 1928, there was a promoter who'd come up with the idea that he would do a foot race all the way from LA to New York. So you can imagine that distance, and using the Route 66 to Chicago on the way. Now the prize money was $25,000, and there was a young lad called Andy Payne, and he was desperate to take part. He's a part Cherokee lad, and he spoke to his father and he asked if he could go, and his dad, being the wonderful dad he was, he actually took out a bank loan so that Andy could take part. Well, he was up against some very seasoned runners, and Andy had always won his races, but this was a race on a massive scale. Anyway, he won it. He got $25,000 prize money, and the first thing he did was he bought a car and he drove back home. He paid off his dad's mortgage, paid off the $100 loan, and then married his childhood sweetheart. Don't you just love stories like that? The sort of 50s era of the museum, and interestingly enough, some of the adverts for Burma Shave are hilarious. If you think she likes your bristles, walk barefooted through some thistles. Burma Shave. No lady likes to dance or dine accompanied by a porcupine. So what is this vehicle here, Gary?
So this one here is a Studebaker Champion, a 1950s car.
Okay.
And what's interesting about the fact that it's a Studebaker is the only American car-making manufacturer that started making vehicles, i.e. wagons in the old Great Depression, and still made vehicles up to the modern era.
Great little memorabilia in this museum as well. Great little electrical vehicles, including Willie Nelson's Rolls-Royce themed golf cart. Look, it's got Willie inscribed in it as well. God, it looks really comfy. I'd love that. Across the street from the museum is the original Santa Fe Kingman, Arizona train, 3759, and you can actually climb up onto it. Are you up there, babes? Is there anything you can do?
Oh, that's a real shame because
Go on.
they're blocked off where you put the coal into the engine.
Oh,
It's
okay.
full of pigeon poo.
Oh, is it?
And there's
Oh
a
gosh, that's
pigeon
really
in there,
high.
So I don't know how the pigeons are getting in there.
Oh, oh my God, that's disgusting.
It's
Look how much poo there is. Oh, they would have been better off letting people in there.
Yeah. There's a pigeon up there starting to
Oh, it wants to be bloody proud of itself. Because state of this, you.
poop pigeon.
Oh my gosh, you must have had a few friends round. They've had a skinful. That's disgusting, isn't it?
It is, isn't it?
It's a really great stop in Kingman, isn't it, Gary?
Fantastic.
Yeah.
There's loads to see and do.
There is, and they're really alive to Route 66. It makes you feel really passionate about it. Here's the culprits. We know where their toilet is anyway. We've stopped on the way at the home of Giganticus Headicus. We'll show you that in a second. But we've just seen a barrel and it says contains baby rattlesnakes. Gary's going near. I'm not going near it. Does it? Oh, does it really contain them? Is it? Is it a rattlesnake?
No, so it contains baby rattlers. Have a look. It's literal. It's baby rattlers.
Oh, baby. Oh, thank God. Oh, the humour of Route 66. And then here's some beautiful old cars as well. It's an old telephone box. Gosh, do you remember them? They used to stink of cigarettes, didn't they? If you went in, it was like somebody had stood in smoking for 50 million hours. And they were always littered with cigarette butts. Oh, all the old Route 66 memorabilia. Here we are. Gigantus Headicus, or whatever he's called. It's about 6 o'clock in the evening here. It's got a nice breeze coming. And we're looking for a bit of an eye-over-lander stop. So we're going to find somewhere to stay shortly. Oh, look at this. This is incredible. The Route 66 lady. Oh, I love that. It's got a couple of old cars here as well, including a police car. It's Antares Point at Route 66. It's absolutely brilliant. Definite must-do stop. As you come further up, you get to Hackberry General Store. And this has got some real memorabilia outside as well. Our pull-off for the night. Just past Hackberry General Store, there's a little pull-off to the right-hand side. There's a bit of traffic at the moment, but I think it will quieten down.